Hello, I'm Brandy at the Stampin' Up home office. Stampin' Up is an award-winning industry leader in the making of stamps, and the set I'm going to show you today really shows off some of that unique innovation that makes us the best. The stamp set is called Heartfelt Blooms. It's a red rubber stamp set, and it's got this little bouquet of flowers with 3 pretty greetings to go with it. This is one of the items you can choose when you place a Sale-A-Bration qualifying order. We call this type of stamp Distinktive. See what we did there? Distinktive? It's a patent-pending stamp production process that creates photorealistic style stamps. For this one, our artists actually styled a bouquet of flowers and photographed it to create the image. Then our manufacturing facility turned the image into rubber. The result is this stamp. And to use it, we're just going to start by inking it up in Calypso Coral ink. Just tap all over to get nice even ink coverage. Give it a good even pressure, and that's it. That's how you get this pretty, detailed, intricate-looking image. You want to make sure that your ink pad has just the right saturation. If it's not inky enough, you won't catch all the detail. But if it has too much, the ink will fill in and you'll lose the detail. When it's inked just right, your stamp will look like this. Now I think this is ready to just add a cute little greeting. Here's one of the ones that comes right with the stamp set. That is so pretty, and that image does all the talking. I think that this is pretty much ready to go. So all I did is adhere it to a Night of Navy note card, and there's my sample. You can also just stamp the image repeatedly in the same color to create a pretty background, like on this card. Just sweet sugar plum, and those make such a pretty background. And on this one, I just stamped all over crumb cake on crumb cake to create a pretty box. Can you believe you can get this kind of depth and dimensions so quickly from just one stamp? For this next card, let's stamp the floral image in Peekaboo Peach. So we'll go right here. And I actually need 2 of these. I just can't believe it. Every single time I stamp this, I'm surprised at how beautiful it looks. So I got my stamp cleaned, and I'm going to add a 3rd one in Pear Pizzazz. Now what I'd like to do is color the center of my flower in Daffodil Delight. It's perfect to use our Stampin' Blends to do that, because the alcohol ink from the blend will dissolve the classic ink that you actually color on top of. So I'll just swirl around right here on top of the center. For a pretty yellow look. Now the next thing I'm going to do is trim out this flower. And so this is just a little exercise in fussy cutting. And I'm going to go for the center daisy right here. If you ever run into a part where you can't tell where to cut, just wing it a little bit. And I've done several of these and it's never turned out wrong. So we'll go all the way around there. So here's how my flower looks as I'm finishing up cutting it. And to make that edge a little sharper, I'll just take my same ink pad color, Peekaboo Peach, and a little Stampin' Sponge, and just kind of give it a brush all the way around the edge. Now I've also cut out the Pear Pizzazz one and done the same thing around the leaf right here. And when I go to layer these onto my project, All I have to do is line up the flower with the one that's here on, it's right there, so I'm just going to layer right on top of it. And you could put a little dimensional in there to pop it up as well. And here's my finished sample. So it's easy to get a little bit of extra color in there. And there are a lot of other ways you can add color as well. Here's a watercolor wash, just a little bit of pink pirouette in the background here with the image stamped in gray. This one's done with watercolor pencils. And then here's one done with a little bit of watercoloring too. It's amazing that one stamp set can look great without adding color, with adding just a little color, or adding all different kinds of options. You can create so many looks with this set, so be sure to get yours so you can start playing. Remember, you can't purchase the Heartfelt Blooms Stamp Set. You can only get it for free. So contact your demonstrator to place your Sale-A-Bration qualifying order today. Or, as always, you can shop at stampinup.com. Happy stamping!